supreme, calm and collected.
Pixarbot
I'm
Snaps.
about to go live, you know what I
Stream
mean.
starts in
Got
5
high
minutes.
expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In this stream of knowledge, together we'll grow.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme, calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In this stream of knowledge, together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme, calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean.
Stream
Got
about to start.
high
1 minute left.
expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream where the fire of knowledge burns
So, just when it was 1 minute left of the time, I got a message that I received a post. So, let's just see what it was. What on earth? What could fit in this? It's all flat, no weight. So, I looks like I'm in pain. My shoulders, it's been good for like forever. Maybe I did some too much cleaning yesterday. This is where we get the soldering tip, finally. And I'm not gonna do soldering today. Oh gosh. Damn thing. So, just before now, I took a pain pill, see if it helps. This is great. So, a new tip for my soldering iron. So, this is great. But now we're going to focus on Advent of Cyber actually, and we'll see if I can. Maybe I should like stretch some. I don't know what happened really. So I can move my shoulders. Just painful on the left side. But it's not as bad as it was. So maybe it's just that I slept bad, you know, like. Yeah, I did take a shower just before, and then, you know, I always get a bit of a pain still from my shoulder, but I thought, whatever, you know, let's just do it. Let's just have fun enough to forget it, right? That's the thing. So now I have my keyboard and everything. Let's get rid of that light. So, actually before, maybe I shouldn't move. I was like, I'm gonna show you what I did yesterday, but... So, I have had like these, I talked about these boxes the other day, and they're very nice. You can just pull them out, and I also have other sizes of these in the attic. I have lots of other sizes. And I have them in like my drawers and stuff too. So probably one of these, I have 5. I emptied the pearls, my kids' pearls from them. And now they're mine again for electronic stuff. Oh gosh, I can't turn my head. It's quite annoying. Let's see. It's just this shoulder bit hurts. Let's just force it to move a bit before I start. Yeah, it's just some pain. Let's ignore. So now at least I have like moved a bit. So, yeah. So I'm behind. I'm on day 40. So I actually did all of these like the day after. Then we started doing some electronic stuff and other like fixing a lot of stuff, cleaning up. And lately I haven't been streaming during Christmas, and I've also been fixing my mom's phone. She dropped it in the toilet and stuff like that. So I've had to do a lot of other things. So back to streaming now, hopefully. And still my whole family is home, so I'm planning to go to the store with the kids in 2.5 hours. So, yeah. By the way, let's actually... No, it's all zoomed out. So, because I wanted to show the shirt. I'm all dressed for the occasion here. So let's see if I have something to sit on. Make it a little bit higher. Because I want the shirt. Let's see. So this chair, I think it's like going on the last bit. But I actually need to get a new chair soon. Also, the fabric is starting to, where you have your legs, it's starting to go thin. So I'll probably have to get a new office chair soon. Maybe I should get a gaming chair instead of an office chair. What do you think? So let's get started with today's, or rather, it's the 27th. Let's do day 14. And I record these for YouTube, so I'm gonna try and not be so chatty in the middle of everything. Trying, right? Day 14. Certificate Mismanagement. Even if we're horribly mismanaged, there'll be no sad faces on Sockmas. The story. It's the mayor, said the glitch. He said it while sighing. The people of Werewolf were browsing his spying. That sounds like him, McSkitty then said. Back to work then, while scratching her head. Okay. So, malware spying on people here. It's a quiet morning in the town of Werewolf. The whole town were a wholesome town where Sheer and Tech came together. McSkitty is charged to protect the gift scheduler. The service elves use to schedule all the presents to be delivered in a Werewolf. She assigned Glitch to take care. Seriously, people, I can't read today. I was checking my mic to see that it's actually working. Shouldn't be doing that before I start talking, right? So I'm gonna start this again because, It's a quiet morning in the town of Werewolf, the wholesome town where Sheer and Tech come together. McSkitty is charged to protect the gift scheduler. The service elves use to schedule all the presents to be delivered in Werewolf. She assigned Glitch to the case to make sure the site is secure for Gift Day. In the meantime, Mayor Malware works tirelessly, hoping not only to ruin Sockmas by redirecting presents to the wrong addresses, but also to ensure that Glitch is blamed for the attack. After all, Glitch's warnings about the same vulnerabilities Mayor Malware is exploiting make the hacker an easy scapegoat. Learning objectives. In today's task, you will learn about self-signed certificates, man-in-the-middle attacks, using burp suit proxy to intercept traffic. Certified to slay. We hear a lot about certificates and their use, but let's start dissecting what a certificate is. Public key. At its core, a certificate contains a public key, part of a pair of cryptographic keys, a public key and a private key. The public key is made available for everybody and is used to encrypt data. Private key. The private key remains secret and is used by the website or server to decrypt the data. Metadata. Along with the key, it includes metadata that provides additional information about the certificate holder, website, and the certificate. You usually find information about the certificate authority, CA, subject, information about the website, e.g. www. Hello.
TMKDK says,
Meow
"Hello
TSM.
there."
Hi. How are you? Hope you're great. A unique identifiable number, validity periods, signature, and hashing algorithm. Sign here, trust me. So, what is a certificate authority, CA? The CA is a trusted entity that issues certificates. For example, Global Sign, Let's Encrypt, or DigiCert are very common ones. The browser trusts these entities and performs a series of checks to ensure it is a trusted CA. Here's a breakdown of what happens with a certificate. Handshake. Your browser requests a secure connection, and the website responds by sending a certificate, but in this case, it only requires the public key and metadata. Verification. Your browser checks the certificate for its validity by checking if it is issued by a trusted CA. If a certificate hasn't expired or been tampered with, and the CA is trusted, then the browser gives the green light. There are different types of checks you can do. Check them here. So let's click here. So an article to read later. I just thought I have to start my video. So, key exchange. The browser uses the public key to encrypt a session key, which encrypts all communication between the browser and the website. Decryption. The website server uses a private key to decrypt the session key, which is symmetric. And now that both the browser and the website share a secret key, the session key, we have established a secure encrypted communication. Ever wonder what makes HTTPS secure? Thanks to certificate, we can now have authentication, encryption, and data integrity. Self-signed certificate versus trusted CA certificates. The process of acquiring a certificate with a CA is long. You create a certificate and send it to a CA to sign it for you. If you don't have tools and automation in place, this process can take weeks. Self-signed certificates are signed by an entity, usually the same one that authenticates. For example, Wherewell owns the gift scheduler site, and if they create a certificate and sign it with Wherewell as a CA, it becomes a self-signed certificate. Browsers generally do not trust self-signed certificates because there is no third-party verification. The browser has no way of knowing if the certificate is authentic or not, or if it's being used for malicious purposes, like a man-in-the-middle attack. Trusted CA certificates, on the other hand, are verified by a CA, which acts as a trusted third party to confirm the website's identity. CA-issued certificates sometimes take a long time. If you want to test a development environment, it can make more sense to use self-signed certificates. Ideally, this is an internal air-gapped environment with no connection to the public internet. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose of certificate. The entire system of secure communication relies on the fact that both parties, the browser and the server, can trust the data being exchanged, and that no one in the middle can intercept or modify it without detection. Connecting to the machine. So, we have AttackBox and VM today. So, let's accept that and move on. To reproduce Mayor Malware's attack, click the Start Machine button to deploy our target VM as the gift scheduler server running. Then click Start AttackBox button at the top of the page to start the machine from which we, along with Mayor Malware, will attack the website. The AttackBox machine will start in split view. So let's just click start the text box there. So, and I know there's a file in this that we need, and so I think it's easiest just to go with it. So as soon as this is started, we will go full screen on this and move it over to the other screen. I'm also curious to know if stuff will keep crashing now when we pass the 24th. How many people are currently actually on here? 140,597. Quite a few people doing the Advent of Cyber. And it's kind of slow. So here's where we're reading. Let's just continue. Actually, I think I will just wait. Oh, yes, how are you? TMK. Move my shoulder a bit while I'm waiting. So, chatting pause. Yes, I just when I started stream, I had 1 minute left on the countdown. I got a message. You got a mail, right? So I went downstairs, checked my inbox, and we got the tip for the soldering iron. So we have the new tip here. Very nice. Let's actually take the opportunity to open this. Will I manage to do stream without putting the camera on? Maybe I will. So let's just do that. So here's the tip. Oh, it's in a tiny little bag there in the bag that it didn't fallen out of. So here's the tiny tip. Very, very nice. And not oxidized, but actually new tip, right? If this doesn't work better than the other ones, then I will be kinda annoyed, right? Putting it over here. Well, let's keep it in the big bag too, so it's kinda tiny. So we can continue with the soldering projects and hopefully not have the problem of the tip going black.
Finished the event yesterday.
Oh, cool, nice. So, welcome in. Yeah, so I'm kind of catching up
This year
here.
was pretty weak. The year before they had much more interesting topics. Smile.
Okay. I kind of got annoyed at the AI stuff last week. So, have you been in here before, possibly? With another account? As I said, first time chat, it's...
Sure.
But I know there was another general listener before, so that's why I'm asking. So, yeah, so I'm gonna cut this up and put it on YouTube, you know. It's you, yeah. So, welcome back. Welcome back.
Just took a break from Twitch.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So, everything good? My shoulder is, like, painful,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to just move a
Sit
bit.
though.
Oh, that's not good. Get well soon. So there. Let's continue now when everything is loaded, right? We got an IP too, I'm sure. Yeah, dude. So let's see. Oh gosh. For the IP we have to scroll to the very top here. So we have the IP and we have the box. Let's put this one in a separate tab and throw it over to the other window. So we can just switch over here, right? And let's minus this so we get our nice full view again. So let's see. There's the start machine button. So How Mayor Malware disrupts G-Day. There are less than 2 weeks until G-Day, and Mayor Malware has been planning his disruption ever since Glitch raised a self-signed certificate vulnerability to Mixkitty during a security briefing the other day. His plan is near perfect. He will hack into the gift scheduler and mess with the delivery schedule. No one will receive the gift destined for them. G-Day will be ruined. You will laugh. Preparation. First things first. The Glitch spoke about self-signed certificates, but Mayor Malware can't believe that the townspeople, usually so security savvy, it's maddening him, would easily disregard such a crucial vulnerability. Is it a trap set by Glitch and Mixkitty to catch him red-handed? He definitely needs to check for himself. Before that, though, he wants to make sure that his tracks are well covered. To prevent any DNA slugs from alarming his enemies, he will resolve the gift scheduler FQDN locally on his machine. To achieve this, let's add the following line to the host file on the attack box. Yeah. Alright.
Last
Let's
year I didn't
just
get
edit.
shit from the prizes. We'll see about this year, frown frown.
That might not be a fun reason that I'm doing this now, right? Instead of, I've been doing like a bit of electronic stuff recently. Let's just close this down. Let's fix the host file. So I usually don't use the there's the full screen. I know you can't click F11 in these, right? But we can still click the button. Oh my gosh. So my shoulder is a bit off still. So space might be good too, right? And spelling. So let's paste the no, right. Right, this is why we don't like this. So I'm just copying the IP here. So copy. Paste. And let me paste it. I should have typed instead. There's no reason really why not to type it. Gift scheduler. Scheduler.hm. There. I'm just confirming that I got every letter correct. Hopefully. So. Yeah, they echoed it into the host file. I like editing it instead. To verify that the line was added to the file, yeah. So we don't need to since we're using that instead. Now, Mayor Malware can navigate to the gift scheduler website without leaving a trace on Werewolf's DNS logs. Let's open the Firefox browser and navigate to HTTPS gift scheduler TSHAM. We'll be presented with the following warning message. Yeah, so this is a good excuse to put it there manually, right? So I'm like, oh right, I'm in this thing now. How do I even start a burp? So we're supposed to type gift. By the way, funny to see the history that's saved in it, right? So gift scheduler. So did you learn a lot from this? General Smo, did you learn a lot? Because there are a lot of like
No.
things. Yeah, you're no more than I do.
This is newbie stuff like every year.
Yeah, it's newbie stuff. There are part of it is that they're all blue stuff, and I'm not very good at that. And there's also like details that some places that you learn too. So we'll see if I'll learn something from this one.
If you finish the whole event until the 31st, you might get prizes. Just FYI.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I'm doing it now. So I thought I'd get a few ones done today and some tomorrow. So today I'll take a pause at 17 and go shopping with all the kids, but I'm thinking I'll continue afterwards too. We'll see. So we get the warning that we're supposed to get, and
I'll call me friend Cocaine when he'll be available. The lazy bastard is eating ATM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you can always join me. We can do some boxes later when this is done. I want to finish this first, though. So I guess it'll take some time to go through all the rooms. What do we have? Oh, 12 rooms, right? Or 13. I don't even remember. This is 14, right? So 11 rooms.
Sick and bored.
Yeah, it would be
anyway.
great. Yeah. Yeah, so but I mean, if you've already done these, it might be a bit, not the most fun thing. Oh, what did I click? I wanted to see the certificate. That's what I wanted to do. So here we can see.
I've done most boxes on THM anyway. Top 200.
Yeah, right. So that's cool, right? I'm like a lot of thousands below that. I have to check now. Come on.
Nah,
profile.
I lack life.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, so I'm 27,000. It says top 2% though. 27 rank 27,549. I only have 27,349 then to go until I'm at your level. So there, let's hop back. Why did it hop up for that? Let's hop back here. So, right, we can see here that we have they click also view certificate and accept the risk. And I know that there's a question because I actually started doing this one, but I couldn't do it all. So I'm starting from the top of this one. So let's go here. Click on view certificate link marked with 1 in the screenshot above. The new tab opens with certificate details. Mere malware, can't believe it's like. This is evidence that the glitch was speaking the truth.
On THM.
Alright. Yeah, thanks. I actually haven't done any of that. Should I just do it now? I don't even know where to. Oh, where do I do that? It's like in the dashboard, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's on email. But I think you can send requests here, right? So I don't have any friends here. I should get friends. Thanks. I'll check my mail later.
Haha. Translated from Tagalog. First.
Yeah, you're first. Thank you. So let's see. Okay. Mayor malware can't believe his luck. This is evidence that the glitch was speaking the truth. The gift scheduler web server uses a self-signed certificate. So this means that the townspeople and all the elves will be used to clicking accept the risk and continue button. Mark with 2 on the screenshots above to access the website to the point it's become a habit. Mayor Malware does that and starts his credentials in the login form. So we have his credentials here. So let's go back here and accept the risk and continue. So, welcome to the gift scheduler. Start, and let's get, if we copy paste, it'll take more time than typing, right? So, Mayor Malware, and the password is garbage day, so not gift day. You're right, you can see when I'm typing, so they're really making it obvious, right? He doesn't like it much. So let's log in. View your gift status and request new ones. What do you wish for? Not Christmas? Or Sockmas? Maybe is what his wish would be, right? So, gift scheduler. With his credentials, he can't do anything but send gift requests. As if he were ever to do such a sickeningly sweet gesture. To carry out his evil plan, he will need to sniff some admin credentials. Maybe some of the elves' passwords, or even if he gets lucky, Marta Mayware's account.
Did you see that THM released a soak simulator too?
Oh.
Then learn, look it up afterwards.
Oh, cool. Cool, I'll do that. Let's actually click learn and look at it now, because it's everything learning related, right? So, is it in this tree? No?
You just missed it.
I just missed it. Am I scrolling too fast? Oh look, this is 96% too, right? Click on learn. Oh, right.
I mean, don't click. Hover over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have
indeed.
clicked it. So, Sock Simulator was a real-world cyber threat with hands-on training in the Sock Simulator. Launch Simulator. Yeah, I'll have to look at this later. So, I've been doing the anti-siphon free, or rather, pay what you can trainings, and that's very nice to see some of the more blue stuff. You know, it's all connected to, right? So you have to know all the things. And I, of course, have to know all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we hope to find Marta Mayware's account. Creds. Trackable pending. They typed something in there. To sniff the elf's traffic, the next step will be to start a proxy on his machine and route all of Werewolf's traffic to it. This way, the mayor will be in the middle between the townspeople and the gift schedule. This position will allow him to sniff all requests forwarded to the sickening website. Let's start the burp suit proxy by typing burp in the terminal. So is this the best way to start burp on there on the attack box? So it's possibly in here, right? There. And I think it was here too. Burp here. God, my shoulder is so stiff. Very annoying. So let's continue reading while we wait. Let's start with proxy by typing burp in the terminal. A new window will open. We can accept the default configuration by clicking on next. And then start verb in the next one.
TMKDK says, cool cat. Translated from German.
So let's see. Verb is always very quick to start. Right, so I'm not used to the attack box, so we'll see. I'll actually follow along with exactly with their steps, what they want us to do. So let's go to Praxis. Let's go. Well, intercept on. They just wanted to look at the intercept on, maybe. Right, let's actually read the text. So, once Burp Pursuit loads, we will select Proxy number 1 in the screenshot above and toggle off the intercept. Option number 2, so let's toggle off intercept. There. To prevent user from noticing any delays in the website responses. Yeah, if you had to click OK on everything, that would be kind of slow, right? Finally, let's open the Praxis settings, number 3, to set a new listener on our attack IP address. So let's go here and click Praxis settings. And also Burp wanted to update itself. So let's go click add. And this is just because it's Firefox, you know, it keeps hopping. I'm just hoping it won't disconnect. So click the add button. Perhaps it will prompt us for listener configuration. We must set the listening port to 8080 and toggle specific address option. Okay. And the box next will automatically specify the IP of our attack box. Finally, we can click OK to apply the configuration. Okay, so new Proxy listener. These settings control Burp binding to Proxy listener. Okay, so we have added it here. The previous settings window will be displayed, and we can see that our new listener has been added to the Proxy listeners list. Mayor Malware rubs his hands together gleefully, as we can read in the yellow box in the screenshot above. Each installation of Burp generates its own CA certificates that Proxy listeners can use when negotiating TLS connection. Burp already comes with a self-signed certificate. The users will be prompted to accept it and continue. The Mayor Malware knows they will do it out of habit, without even thinking of verifying the certificate origin first. The GD disruption operation will go off without a hitch. Sniff from the middle. Now that our machine is ready to listen, we must reroute all where-will traffic to our machine. Mayor Malware has a wonderful idea to achieve this. He will set his own machine as a gateway for all other werewolves' machines. Let's add another line to the attack boxes as host file. Note. IP address in the snippet reflects our IP of our attack box, which can be found on the top of the page. Well, it keeps updating this, so I don't know why they did that. So, let's hop back to this. No, that wasn't hopping back to the one I had up. Is it? Did I close it? So, oh my gosh. Well. No, it's still there. Yeah, I'm not comfy with the attack box. I guess I should be, right? So, 10. Yeah, so we could just add or didn't they? Let's go up to the top. So we can see the attack box's IP up here, can we? Or do they mean in the top of the attack box? Yeah, but it is the right IP already. Yeah. So it is correct. It is updated. So as you can see, this IP up here is the same, 170, 181 that it had. .181 and where well dash gateway there. So alt tab doesn't work. Oh gosh. So what's this? No, I can't switch. I can't use these to switch. I have to use these. Does this work now if I click here? Woohoo! We managed to change programs. So let's see. This will divert all of Werewolf's traffic, usually routed through the legitimate Werewolf gateway to Mayor Malware's machine, efficiently putting him in the middle of the requests. Note, in practice, an adversary can launch a similar attack if they can control the user's gateway, and their attack can easily succeed against websites not using properly signed certificates. This attack requires more than adding an entry to its host, however. This task aims to emulate parts of the attack. As a last step, we must start a custom script to simulate the user's requests to the gift scheduler. On the attack box, the script can be found in Root Rooms AOC 2040-14. If you're using your own attacking machine connected to VPN, you can download the script from here. Oh, so you can download the script there. Ha, that's funny. Because the whole reason I was actually doing this is because first time I failed downloading it from the attack box, but it's actually on the page now. That's funny. I probably didn't read it, you know. I do, and then I read. That's interesting to know. Remember to run chmodx on it, on the executable. So we could have done it on our machine instead. But now we're on the attack box. So I guess I should practice using the attack box anyway, because it's a very normal machine. Not. So now we can just see if we can find the files. So homerooms. So here it says homerooms, and here it says root rooms. Well, I guess we just always lay here. And we're root, so okay, that kind of explains it, right? There's supposed to be a rooms and a yeah, I know. This is why I like Seashell in Kali very much, because it's not, when the tabbing is not case sensitive, so you can do lowercase AO and we'll find AOC with the uppercase A, and that's very nice. So let's see. So and what do we have in here? That's the script that we're supposed to run, and that's here already X here. Well, let's just I remember this being big, right? So we just run it. And before we do that, no, I have to tab over to this with this. Let's just close the settings down. Yeah, let's let it tell us what to do, really. So I was thinking of hopping to history, but let's. So user request intercepted successfully at. So this is doing fake lots of stuff. I was just thinking it was sending fake stuff, but it says intercepted successfully. Let's continue reading. Keep running the script so that new user requests will constantly be captured in Burpsuite. So this is what we see. Upon the scheduler. At last, everything is in place. Mayor Malware's evil plan can finally commence. Even laugh. We can return to the open Burpsuite window and click the HTTP history tab. Yes, I should have done that, but... So, now we'll see all the history. And let's just click a... Here, we're getting username and passwords. And we wanted the special one. There's that one says admin. Snowball. That's a Marta malware. Holly Ollie Sockmas. Yeah. Admin. So we're getting a lot of passwords and stuff here. So here is a triumphant gleam. There's a triumphant gleam in Mayor Malware's eyes when he stares intensely at the web requests pouring on his screen. He can finally see them, the POS requests containing clear text credentials for the gift scheduler website. Now he only needs a way to find a password to a privileged account. So, look inside the POS request of the HTTP history. What is the password? Snowball Elf. So we're going to find Snowball Elf. It was somewhere here, right? There. So here's Snowball Elf. And I'm gonna have to type it because I don't want to mess with the copy paste stuff. So CARROTN carrot nose. So I typed it. There. Use the credentials for any of the elves to authenticate to gift scheduler website. What is the flag shown on the elf scheduling page? So let's use the same one, right? Why not? We're already on the page. So let's copy this one, and I can't tab. I have to hop this way. So log out, paste, and copy, paste. So, no schedule gift so far. So here's the flag, and I think it's worth copying this one. So we're going to have to go there, copy. And there. What is the password for Marta May Ware's account? So let's go find that one again. So I think it was early. Yeah, so Holly Jolly Sockmas. Okay, I'll continue using this. I was gonna copy it. There. Paste. Mayor Malware finally succeeded in his evil intent. Where Marta May Ware's username and password, he can finally access the administrative console for the gift scheduler. G-Day is cancelled. What is the flag shown on the admin page? So I'm kind of curious too. What about the admin one, right? What about the admin? It keeps saying admin here, right? Is this just someone? There was another admin here. Yeah, this is a different one. So someone is just trying to log in as admin with different passwords. Okay. So let's log in as her instead. There. And oops. Copy. Back here. Paste. Login. And how to ruin gift day. I hope they don't ruin gift day. Well, actually, now we already had Christmas, right? So, if you enjoy the task, check out the burp module that I've already done. So let's click complete on that. So, yeah, so we don't need to try those admin accounts.
The take from this room is when you have self-signed certain you're in. It's more inclined for MTM attacks because you expect the browser warning in advance and think it's okay tongue.
Yeah. So no serious thing would use that, right? So let's just close this one down. The attack box and
I have a more important question.
Yeah. What's the more important question?
How do you pronounce Pippi Longstrump in Swedish?
Pippi Longstrump. Pippi Longstrump. I think it's like Pippi Longstocking in English, right? And also there's the first A in Longstrump has a ring above it.
It's a different name in every language tongue.
Yeah. And there's also two Pippi in Swedish.
In country is Bilby.
Oh. That's kind of cool that it's so international, though, right? A tiny Swedish author. Yeah.
Because Pippi in my language is Urin tongue.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever heard anyone called Pippi, though, in Sweden, so it's like an invented name. No one's called that. So I guess we should start with the next day at once, right? Let's just check through it quickly first. So we'll have split screen, but also yeah, I know. So I want to do it before the like time ends, you know, to give. I wouldn't mind some tickets there, you know. The prices. Let's check the prices again before we hop back. So here you can win DEF CON plus accommodation. No, I will be very grateful for that. Otherwise, I'm going to eat. So we can always hope for this one, right? It's three, right? So last time I won this T-shirt for kind of like £10, I guess it was, of stuff from the shop. So yeah, this thing is all I won last time, except for the Streak freezes. I've never done that. Well, I don't do the streak thing because I study other stuff too, so it wouldn't work. I would be locked to drag me. So let's just F5 the page and we'll hop to the right place, I think. It usually does. No, it didn't. Because why? Maybe it hopped. It just was slow to load the page. So, day 15, Active Directory. Now we're blue again, right? So we have had a lot of reddies. Be it ever so heinous, there's no place like domain control. Okay. Ahead of Suckmas, the team decided to do a routine check of one of their Active Directory domain controllers. Upon some quick auditing, the team noticed something was off. Could it be the domain controller has been breached? Was sweat on their brows. The SOC team smashed the glass and hit the panic alarm. There's only one person who can save us. Learning objectives. Learn about the structures of Active Directory. Learn about common Active Directory attacks. Investigate a breach against Active Directory. Before moving forward, review the questions in the connection card below. Yeah, so we have their VM, the start machine. Oh, right. We have to stop last day. So, then we have the split screen. But we can do this. So, the start machine button is not here. Before we had a gray one, there now. We got a green one. I think I'm not alone trying to catch up on a little cyber, right? Let's see what it is before I kill it. So maybe we'll have to use it. It does keep popping those up. So if the VM is not visible, it shows split screen. You can RDP. Yeah, so we want RDP instead. Let's just minus this. I'll hop down here and hope that I don't get in problems. I don't have problems from this. So I'm just gonna log into Kali while it starts. It starts to be bad. Oh my. It started Firefox. Kali started Firefox by itself. Didn't I close it down properly? Maybe I yeah, I could have just, frozen it. I usually don't do that though. So I'm just waiting for it to stall. There now. So, message. Well, you can watch what I'm doing. It's just there. And then we hop to 1 and right. So we had the RDP criteria. Let's see what it say. Yeah, RDP. So the password is AOC investigations, exclamation mark, and where will administrator? I'm thinking, can we do this without any characters? Maybe we should. Just to be sure. And we need to set the IP, of course. 241.97. And the rest are okay. So, fingers crossed. I didn't close that split screen and had to reopen it. So I've had lots of problems with the advent of cyber once. So first, let's just see if we can. It's 1010, 1010. So can we even ping this thing? 1010, 241, 107. That doesn't look good. Did this work? Oh, right. I think I know what the problem is. So, look. HTTP. It's supposed to be THM. Wrong VPN. That kind of explains everything. So now we're getting it. So now we can log into the RDP2. It's a nice thing to have the VPN working first, right? So now we can use copy paste, all the things. Just focus on actually doing the thing, not having to mess about with other stuff. So, introducing Active Directory. Before diving into Active Directory, let's actually make this a bit nicer to read, right? For everybody. I want people on phones even to be able to read this. Before diving into Active Directory, let us understand how network infrastructures can be mapped out and ensure that access to resources is well managed. This is typically done through directory services, which map and provide access to network resources without another organization. The Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, LDAP, form a core of directory services. It provides a mechanism for accessing and managing directory data to ensure that searching and retrieving information about subjects and objects, such as users, computers, and groups, is quick. Active Directory AD is therefore a directory service at the heart of the most enterprise networks that store its information about objects in a network. The associated objects can include users, individual account representing people or services, groups, collections of users or other objects, often with specific permissions, computers, machines that belong to domain governed by AD policies, printers and other resources, network accessible devices or services. The building blocks of an AD architecture include domains, logical groupings of network resources such as users, computers, and services. They serve as the main boundary for AD administration and can be identified by their domain component and domain controller name. Everything inside the domain is subject to the same security policies and permissions. Organizational units, OUs. OUs contain containers, are containers within a domain that help group object based on departments, location, or functions for easier management. Administrators can apply group policy settings to specific OUs, allowing more granular control of security settings or access permissions. First, a collection of one or more domains that share standard schema configuration and global catalog. The first is a top-level container in AD. Trust relationships. Domain within a forest or across forests can establish trust relationships that allow users in one domain to access the resources in another, subject to permission. Yeah. Combining all these components allows to establish the distinguished name DN that the object belongs to within the AD. The structure of the name would be as follows: DN, CN, Mayor Malware, OU Management, DC Werewolf, DC TSM. Core Active Directory components. Active Directory contains several key components that allow it to provide a wide range of services. Understanding these components will give one a clear picture of how AD supports administrative and security operations. Domain controllers, DCs. Domain controllers are services that host Active Directory services. They store the AD database and handle authentication and authorization requests, such as logging in users or verifying access to resources. Thank you for the follow.
Fixerbot says.
New follower generalism
Multiple
0x.
DCs can exist within a
Less than
domain for redundancy.
Generalism 0s says. I guess I was here with another user then.
You were. It said like new user when you wrote. So you had another account on Twitch.
Colon D.
So thank you for the follow again. They store AD database and handle authentication and authorization requests, such as logging in users or verifying access to resources. Multiple DCs can exist within a domain for redundancy. When changes are made to AD, such as adding users or updating passwords, these changes are replicated across all DCs, ensuring that the directory remains consistent. Global Catalog. The Global Catalog DC is a searchable database within AD that contains a subset of information from all objects in the directory. This allows users and services to locate objects in any domain in the forest, even in those objects that reside in different domains. LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. AD uses this protocol to query and modify the directory. The protocol allows fast searching and retrieving of information about objects such as users, computers, or groups. Kerberos Authentication. The default authentication protocol used by AD provides secure authentication by using tickets rather than passwords. Group Policy. One of Active Directory's most powerful features is Group Policy, which allows administrators to enforce policies across the domain. Group policies can be applied to users on computers to enforce password policies, software deployment, firewall settings, and more. Group policy objects, GPOs, are the containers that hold these policies. A GPO can be linked to the entire domain, an OO, or a site, giving the flexibility in applying policies. Let us say that McSkitty wants to ensure that all users within Werewolf SOC follow strict password policy, enforcing minimum password length and complexity rules. Here is how it would be done. Using the Run window, open Group Policy Management from your server by typing gpmc.msc. Right-click in your domain and select Create a GPO in this domain and link it here. Name the new GPO Password Policy. So let's actually start doing the things we read, right? So I used to work with AD long ago, making like login script and all those stuff. VB script. So let's see. Yeah, right. We could just do this. My fingers. I've been using that. So GPMC, WMC. Micro, come on. Do I have to click it? So let's say that this isn't quick, right? We can do run as administrator. So no thing. So what if we do this instead? There. So don't trust the search. So let's see what we have. We have wearable teacher. For the first time we get to see the domain. So that's all. There. So right click your domain. This is the domain, and select create a GPO in this domain and link it here and call it password post. There. Edit the GPO by navigating to. So let's do. I have to click this. There's nothing else. We see it since I expanded everything. You can see it here at once, and it's located. So let's go back here and read. Edit the GPO by navigating to configure the following setting: minimum password length, enforced password history, maximum password age. Password must meet complexity requirements. So once upon a time I set these things for you. So oh my. Password policy. Here we have domain admins.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Merry Christmas and welcome in. So, and let's also check all the things, alright? So the rest of them. So here we have who can edit this, right? So let's edit it. And user. It doesn't say where they are. I have to go in myself. Oh, it's actually on computer configuration. It does say. Does it? Yeah. Oopsie. Security settings. I'd imagine password settings was on user, but it's on computer? Ah, I don't know. Some kind of Microsoft logic there. So let's go to security. that was already the security settings. Sorry. Account policies, of course. Here we have password policy. So, minimum password length. Here. This is supposed to be 12 characters. So, and then enforce password history. And set this to 10. Well, we could just click OK. And then we have maximum password age. So, 90. 42 was the default. That's a nice number, right? It's now the setting for the following items will be changed. Okay. Password must meet complexity requirements. Enabled. I'm like, could that even be disabled? But the default was not to set it. Yeah. It was a few years since I looked at this. This is like, really? Click OK, then link this GPO to the domain or specific queues you want to target. As we did it this way, it's already linked. This policy will now be applied across the domain, ensuring all users meet these password requirements. Yeah. Common Active Directory attacks. So it's good that I did this because it was long ago, you know? So it's always good to repeat stuff you haven't done in some time. Common Active Directory attacks. Yeah, I should set up a lab ID, really. The mess is only to have, you know, licensing stuff, right? Common Active Directory attacks. Adversaries are always looking for ways to breach and exploit Active Directory environments to destabilize and cause havoc to organizations. Working with the glitch to secure SACMUS requires us to know common attacks and their mitigation measures. Golden Ticket Attack. A Golden Ticket Attack allows attackers to exploit the Kerberos protocol and impersonate any account from the AD by forging a ticket-granting ticket TGT. By compromising the GRB TGT account and using the password hash, the attacker gains complete control over the domain for as long as the forged ticket remains valid. The attack requires 4 critical pieces of information to be successful. Fully qualified domain, FQDN of the domain, SID of the domain, username and an account to impersonate, and a KRB TGT account password hash. Detection for this type of attack involves monitoring for unusual activity involving the KRB TGT. So, this is the new bit here, really, right? These event IDs are nice to know in case you need to protect your environment. And it would be kind of fun to set up this in a lab so that when you test this, you get information about it, right? So, detection for this type of attacks. So we have event ID 4768, look for TGT requests for high privilege accounts. So specific for high privilege accounts, or do we have to set stuff? We'll see. Event ID 4672, this logs when special privileges such as SCTCB privilege are assigned to a user. Pass the hash. This type of attack steals the hash for password and can be used to authenticate to services without needing the actual password. This is possible because the NTLM protocol allows authentication based on password hashes. Key ways to mitigate this attack are enforcing strong password policies, conducting regular audits on account privileges, and implementing multi-factor authentication across the domain. Kerberoasting is an attack targeting Kerberos, in which the attacker requests service tickets for accounts with service principal name SPNs, extracts the tickets and password hashes, and then attempts to crack them offline to retrieve the plaintext password. Mitigation for this attack involves ensuring that the service accounts are secured with strong passwords, and therefore implementing secure policies across the AD would be the defense. Pause the ticket. Pause the ticket attack. Attackers steal Kerberos tickets from a compromised machine, use them to authenticate as the user or service whose ticket was stolen. This attack can be detected through monitoring for suspicious logins using event ID 4768. 4768. TDT requests, especially if a user is logging in from unusual locations or devices. Additionally, event ID 4627 successful login will reveal tickets being used for authentication. Malicious GPOs. Adversaries are known to abuse group policy to create persistence, privileged access accounts, and distribute and execute malware by setting up policies that mimic software deployment across entire domains. With established privileges across the domain, attackers can create GPOs to accomplish goals at scale, including disabling core security software and features such as firewalls, antivirus, security updates, and logging. Additionally, scheduled tasks can be created to execute malicious scripts or exfiltration data from affected devices across the domain. To mitigate against the exploitation of group policy, GPOs need to be regularly audited for unauthorized changes. Strict permissions and procedures for GPO modification should also be enforced. Skeleton key attack. In Skeleton key attack, attackers install malware backdoor to log into any account using a master password. The legitimate password for each account would remain unchanged, but attackers can bypass it by using the skeleton key password. Investigating an Active Directory breach. Group policy. As previously discussed in this task, group policy is a means to distribute configurations and policies to enrolled devices in a domain. For attackers, group policy is a lucrative means of spreading malicious scripts to multiple devices. Reviewing group policy objects, GPOs, is a great investigation step. In this section, we will use PowerShell to audit our GPOs. First, we can use the get GPO command to list all GPOs installed in the domain controller. So let's do this. So just takes me back to when I was making scripts, running scripts. I also had template package installation and stuff, VBA stuff, even. Long ago. So let's look at the pretty background. So I guess we shouldn't use this, but rather do this. And no. Let's do this and try again, because this is now I'm curious. Whatever. Yeah, it worked. So let's get GPO. Oh no, I've got a keyboard problem. Where is it? There. I was tapping. I guess I'll have to type, and there we have that again. So now we can list all the GPOs here. We can see domain name, ID, GPO status, description. Here's the domain, the name of the policy. Here's the one we created now. Then we have default domain controllers policy, malicious GPO, glitch malware persistence. So I would assume that an actual attacker would not call it thus, but thus, right? Malicious GPO to add backdoor user on all the main German machines. Yeah. So this would allow us to look for out-of-place GPOs. We can export the GPO to an HTML file for further investigation to make it easier to see what configurations the policy enforces. For this example, we will export the set wallpaper GPO, though that's their example because they don't want to reveal the name of the actual one, right? Because it's in the questions. I'm sure we have to type this in here, right? Use the security tab of the event viewer to answer questions 1 and 2. Oh, that's nice of them. Group policy. What's the name of the installed GPO? So here's where we're gonna copy and paste the there. I was sure this name was in here, so there it was. Let's scroll back up. Here. So what we want to do is not to do a GPO report on set wallpaper. We want to do it on this one instead, right? Please note that this is a demonstration GPO. It isn't present in the practical machine. Yeah. So, the report type HTML path. So, let's just run this command. And now we have, we're RDPing, we're not using the split screen thingy. So we can actually just copy stuff, which is nice. So we're going to have to change the name, of course, to this thing. And there. So then we will let's actually use the graphical stuff to go to the path we were in. So C drive, users, administrator, and we put it on the name set wallpaper. Sure. So here's the report we got, the HTML about this. No settings defined. Okay, so now we can show and hide stuff. I regret clicking that button because now I had to click all the shows. Let's show all. So it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so not this X. Let's do that. Minimize it. I should have changed the name of the file too, right? Here. So it could have had a nicer malware name. There. Then, when opening the HTML file in the browser, we are presented with an overview of things such as desktop wallpaper, because this was their example. From the screenshot above, we can see that the policy sets the desktop wallpaper of devices using the image located in the TSM-JPG of the domain controller. Server share corp. Domains are naturally likely to have many GPOs. We can use the same get GPO command led with a bit of PowerShell foo to list only those GPOs that were recently modified. This is a handy snippet because it might italize policies that were recently modified, perhaps by an attacker. So, modification time. Select object display name. Dot modification time. Where object is what? So it just lists the modification time, it doesn't compare it to anything. So of course we have to run this too. So I'll list the times. So we could sort these two, right? I don't know why they didn't. Event Viewer. Windows comes packaged with Event Viewer. This invaluable repository stores a record of system activity, including security events, service behaviors, and so forth. For example, within the Security tab of the Event Viewer, we can see the history of user logins, attempts, and logoffs. The screenshot below shows a record of user Seminatic attempting to log into the device. So here we can see the event ID 4648 and very tiny. That's not much bigger. Seminatic domain variable. All categories of events are given an event ID. The table below provides notable event IDs for today's task. So, a user account is logged on. And I remember there was been a question about that, right? So, 4625 failed to log on. 4672, special privileges has been assigned to a user. 4768, TGT ticket requested for high privileged account. User auditing. User accounts are valuable and often just checking time here. What time is it? There. We have another hour. User auditing. User accounts are valuable and often successful method of attack. You can use Event Viewer IDs to review user events and PowerShell to audit their status. Attack methods such as password spraying will eventually result in user accounts being locked out, depending on domain controller's lockout policy. To view all locked account, you can use a search AD account commandlet, applying some filters to show information such as the last time the user had successfully logged in. Search AD account locked out. select object name, sum-account name, logged out, lost login date, distinguished name. So let's run it at once, right? See if this simple thing works. We had the delayed bar there, so there was nothing. Additionally, a great way to quickly review the user account present on the domain, as well as group membership, is by using the get 80 user command list demonstrated below. So let's get this whole line too. Member of, groups, some accounting name, and select object, then get 80 user filter star properties member of. So I don't think it's very logical, PowerShell. So these we should put in the notes, but I'm not gonna do it now because I wanna just run through these. I'm just gonna make notes and these for now. But I remember this, right? We have a source of these commands if we need to search for these. So we have a backdoor account here. And the glitch malware. That was kind of like, obviously, it's backdoor is not good enough. We need to mention glitch, otherwise no one will think it was glitch, right? So, yeah. Reviewing PowerShell history and logs, like PowerShell like Bash and Linux, keep a history of commands and put it into a session. Reviewing these can be a fantastic way to see recent actions taken by a user account on the machine. When a Windows server this history file is set console host history. You can use the built-in notepad on Windows or your favorite text editor to review the PowerShell command history. So I guess we should look at it though. So let's actually copy the path and hop over to this one. And let's just run it. And we can see that these commands were us, right? And these are before us. So, nothing interesting there. Just want to see. Additionally, logs are recorded for every PowerShell. Additionally, logs are recorded for every PowerShell process executed on the system. These logs are located within the event viewer under Application and Services logs. Microsoft Windows PowerShell operational or also under Application and Services logs. Windows PowerShell. The logs have a wealth of information useful for incident response. So it's nice to be able to see what people did on the machine, right? So I guess we go event viewer and run it. And we go application services, Microsoft Windows. And we go PowerShell, operational. PowerShell. Operational. So let's see, what time is it now? It seems that time, these are the most recent ones. And like, what? Console startup. Console is starting up. Yeah, what was the other side? Windows PowerShell. Microsoft, no. Application and service log, not Microsoft, but Windows PowerShell. So, so that was 5 minutes ago. Oh gosh, I don't like Event Viewer. So, logs of wealth of information useful for incident response. I guess here we have a warning in there. Oh no. I went into the same place again and had to click everything again. So let's click that warning, right? So, can I double click this? Yeah. But I can't make this bigger without dragging it. So let's just check that they don't want data from this. Look in the partial log file located in... Okay, that's not here. Let's do everything and let's do it again when we get here, right? So I think we were at the end here anyway. Yeah, we're here now. So your task for today is to investigate where will Suckmas act directory controller for a suspected breach. Answer the questions below to confirm the details of the breach. Use the security tab in Event Viewer to answer questions 1 and 2. So let's go back here. Let's close that one. And security, I'm assuming they mean this. Tab. This is not a tab. This is a Windows log. That's called security. So, we're supposed to check when the glitch malware last login. So let's just, instead of, we're supposed to search for the event ID of logins, I guess. Let's do that then. So let's filter on an ID. Let's see what on earth that ID was, because I don't remember. So user logged on. 4624. I could type that, right? So I could copy and paste it too. We could also put the name of the user, which is glitch malware. So could this be a keyword? Well, actually, user. That's very nice of it. There is 0 events, though. So let's edit the filter. How do I do that? That's very annoying. So I do have to clear the filter and then filter it again. Oops. What? I didn't copy anything. 4624. If I do this enough, I'll remember all of them, right? Account name, nothing. This would take me forever to check through. Null SID. This is the 27th. I'm kind of assuming it's down here. This is bad. This can't be the way. Yeah, so I thought to fill the current log again to get the details. So what if we do glitch here? Can't I type? Okay, I can't type. Last logged in is the question, meaning it should be a success, not a failure, of course. What's the next question? Let's look what the next question is. What event ID? So let's, oh my god. It keeps copying stuff. I didn't copy anything. So we have the right ID, confirming that. And I'm a bit tired of this, so let's just do a guess. Just to see. It wasn't right. So this is the date that they have at the start here, right? So a lot of it is the state. So then we know all of these are wrong date. But it also said lost login, right? Look how many logins there are, or many audit successes it is. Well, all these are logins. Oh my god, 31st. This is a bit interesting, the amount of them. So I'm just gonna change that to 1. Because I'm curious. So now I know none of these are the ones here. It's just 8. So let's do this instead. 9, 10, 11. Oh, here it halved. 31st. 7. 19. So the 7th, and then we have to the 19th. I'm not gonna do all days, but it would probably be quicker. Just to do it. We don't have that much logs left here. 19th. 20th. 27th. Yeah. So I'd like to know the good way of doing this. The thing is that I didn't find anything. So yeah, so it's going up. By the way, let's make sure that this machine doesn't time out or anything. What time is it? Yeah, so my time is running out too. Yeah, so we have over 1 hour left, so it's no problem. It would be annoying for us to have to like reopen it. So it feels like I've been doing it forever, but it's less than an hour. So what was I doing? Let's just keep scrolling up here. Oh, we're at today. 12:27. We have the right event ID, right? And I actually did try all of these dates. Which is kind of funny. So something doesn't work as it should. Let's check back to the question again. On what day was glitch malware last logged in? So to be logged in, he had to log in, or what? Let's just, we have the event ID, right? We search for it. And this is what we have listed. I have tried all the dates, except for today. Yeah. Which would be very odd to have that as a response. As it's even after Christmas, right? Let's try again. Let's actually close. Oh, well, that's not what I intended to do. I clicked the wrong X. So, we'll have to close the other X instead. Restart the event here. No memory, maybe. Right, maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't imagine any reason it could possibly not be what it is. But let's do. No, I have to go to security to be able to filter the log. To filter the log on the vent ID 4624, which I might never forget again. And I got to knock on the door. I think so. So I'm gonna go microwave some food for my kid. I'll be right back. There. So, told my kids, so if you're going to leave that time, ooh. So I just checked here. Read the partial history. So I did read the history. I just thought that all the partial commands were mine. So let's hop back and just run this again. It's probably in the run history. So let's, yeah, there. So yeah, so it's the same almost as that we run. So let's copy that. I didn't see that I didn't run it. Look in the partial log file located in the application server. Partial what? Let's do this one first, right? Because I want change. And then I'm thinking my filtering might be off there. So let's go Windows partial. And here we're supposed to find glitch. What was glitch malware? Set password. So in here. Oh my. So let's actually search for this glitch malware, because if it says something about a username password combination, no, it should really be mentioned. So if we filter and we filter on, I can't do keywords, so I guess I can do user. No, because this is just odd. I should just like find instead, not this. So let's clear filter and actually use find instead. And we want to find this. And this time we were successful. We were not in the other log. So I don't want to cancel, but I want to see this. So I have to cancel it then. Okay, so glitch malware add. So this is where glitch malware is added. So wait. So here is add command, but they're not setting the password. So next command is what? So this is so horrible way of viewing stuff. I should have not kept this resolution. I should have connected with another one. Let's do scale desktop 100 instead, because I can't see enough, right? So we'll have tiny text, but I will see more. So this wasn't useful. I'm trying to be stream friendly here, and it makes me not being able to see stuff. So if we do find, we do glitch malware, and now we can see stuff. We can see the ad. Is the user added several times? User ID, host name. Pipeline execution details. Set wallpaper. There it's add again. I'm just checking where in the list here we are. Host application. Could I like see the whole thing? Sequence number 1. And I can't scroll down. This feels like it takes a million years, really. Though I'm very curious to run this on the other one. So this is where is glitch malware mentioned here? Surname malware, principal name, path, account, dollar password. Okay. Now I'm curious if we have a dollar password. But what would dollar password have been then? So now we actually know there's a dollar password, right? So if we now do a find for password instead. Is it actually a password then? That's not possible. I'm thinking the true here. True variable would be true then? So there's no up and I don't like the search. Simply, it's horrible, the event here. It's just horrible. Yeah, I should find better ways to view events. Command set 80 user carry TDT password explorers. Okay, this one has password in it too, of course. Yeah, so I will have to stop soon. So let's see if we can find the first one again. So security, find, and can we control C this? Of course we can't. So I'm just gonna copy glitch malware from the screen, paste, find. So now we have a logon. The problem is that I tested all dates, and this shouldn't work because it's day. Oh, I didn't read this. So this is the normal format, but this is not the format the log is in. So I have to turn the dates around. Okay, let's guess. And I'm gonna guess again. Because, no, 11. I'm sorry for guessing. I'm just tired of this. So what we saw here was 7. Yeah, 07. So I assumed 2-digit day number and that this couldn't be correct because it was 7. And I had already tried 11-7. So they've added so many features that it added a 0 here when we corrected the answer. So 7, it was actually correct. You didn't have to type 07. But they could also have added using the same format that the logs do as an okay answer. If that had been the case. So we read that. So for question 1 and 2, security tab and event viewer, those two. And then read the partial history, we did that. Look in the partial log file. Hi.
Hausugan says, hoist. Translated from
Hey, Space. Welcome in. So, let's see here. Partial logs.
Not Danish greater than.
I'm Swedish. So, look in the partial log file located in application and service logs. So we were in this log just now.
Yes, exactly. Translated from Swedish.
Yeah. So, what was
Saturday
glitch
night
malware
was
set
becoming
password?
Translated from Swedish.
Oh, right. Yeah, so it's sometimes it guesses the wrong language. Right. And also, I don't know what it was translating it to there, really. It wasn't the correct word. Right. So let's actually look at the hint here. Use a find option, search for password. Yeah, I did that. Let's do it again. Let's go to the top. We haven't moved now because we just hopped into this again. And let's look password here again. Because we know that its password is set to dollar password.
Or sorry day.
That's a good question. So let's check what day we're on. We could scroll down. We're on day 15. So I did them every day until the 13th. And then I didn't do them because I had so much other things to do. So we were playing, fixing stuff, doing electronics
Got
stuff.
some work to do. Smile goes kinda fast. TBF smile.
Yeah, it's kind of quick. And I want to finish it during this month, you know? When I aim for the prizes. But this one was annoying because I've been searching, and I had the text, so I only saw the 2 first lines until details there.
Until 31st.
Yeah, so I was only seeing the first lines first, and now I changed my settings here to be scaled as sub 100 instead. It's much nicer because I can see, but I don't want to stream this tiny text really. I don't like it when other people do it. So, but we can't find the data otherwise. We can't even scroll this while we have the find up. Horrible event viewer is just a horrible thing. So let's continue searching for password. So can't scroll. So let's actually see what I can't see. Let's actually do this. Since we're searching, it doesn't matter anyway. Now we'll see all the things, right? So if we do find password next, now we should be able to see like all the things here. So we want to see where password is set. And it must have been set then with PowerShell. And then don't dare to hop quickly, because I might miss it. And here says account password for this account. Let's read the whole thing. PowerShell command password. Oh, look, I wasn't reading the whole thing. It's actually in the command. Password equals convert to secure string, super secret password.
Evan Stevens says,
I wasn't reading it.
Hi.
Hi, welcome in. So I wasn't reading it. Let's get the last character. And this is when I went more. Let's see here. There. Let's copy that over here. So there. And active directory hardening room I have not done. So let's just hop it over to my try hack me somewhere at the middle or upper middle kind of thing there. So the next day I'm going shopping with my kids, and then I'll continue. So we have like 20 minutes. So I'm not gonna start the next one, I think. So we'll do it later. Oh, there's a lot of rhyme in here. So have you done the rooms? Have you done the stuff? Oh, cool. So, sir. Cloudy details. That's the first time I've seen that, actually.
Housugan says, yeah, finished on 24th even.
Cool,
but
cool.
I like 23.00 lol.
I was celebrating Christmas then. I wasn't at home. I think we just had gotten home. Back home now. Yeah. So there's like family. You had to do
23.00 D.
Yeah, so we went over to my hubby's sister to celebrate, and my kids were playing. My kids were playing Mario Karts with their cousins until like 23. Yeah. So they're not meeting that often. So yeah, I worked in IT since like 96, but I've been focused on security recently. So, and then I've been programming since before I started working with IT. So, it all depends on what you need. But I haven't looked much at this, so this will be interesting. So we could just do something random for now. So I just got my new, actually just when stream started, when I had 1 minute left on my countdown, I got, you have a package. And I went downstairs and I got this. And it was my new tip for my soldering iron. So maybe we have time to switch that before I end stream. I'm just gonna check my camera. Let's see. Oops. Typing the wrong code here. So we do all kinds of stuff here, also hardware stuff. So let's see. Want that up, and that up. And then we can do this thing and adjust. I don't know what's up with this. It's supposed to show like that when it's all pulled out. Maybe I moved it somehow. So here's the tip. Yeah. Celebrated Christmas a bit. Actually, I still have some Christmas food. I got salmon here and Christmas ham. Let's see. So this is the old tip, and if we can compare the colors, let's see. I'm just gonna get a microscope too. So this will look so crazy. Let's see if it started. Yep. So where is it? Here. We have to get some light. So let me throw up a full screen of this so I can see a preview. So this is a tip that was actually kinda new because it had never been used. But it had been in a drawer over there for like 15-20 years. So obviously it ended up looking like this at once, and it never really melted stuff as it should. So now I ordered a new tip off Amazon, and this is the one I want. I don't want this one with a flat edge. And it's, as you can see, it's not very tiny. I borrowed my hobby's soldering iron, and that tip is like this. So it also is a bit oxidized, I think. But I did actually desolder almost all components on this board for... It's a bit hard to get to the tiny resistors though. They're tiny, but I guess I'll get the rest of those too. So it's always nice to just play around. But this, let's replace it. So let's go here and let's put in the microscope image too, so you can see both. So how did you end up doing cybersecurity stuff, Advent of Cyber? So it's kind of tight. Maybe the silicone pad will help. No, I need my skin grip here. There. So.
Do you educational content on Twitch or YouTube?
Yeah, I do. So all kinds of things. So I'm going to put more stuff on YouTube, but currently it's mostly I put all my streams on there too. So another thing we're doing, let's see, where did I put the Raspberry Pi? We have an ESP there, we have a Raspberry Pi with GPIO board connected. So I'll put it on my top drawer, maybe. No. We're also like looking at hardware hacking. We have a router that we're trying to get root on. That's just like tools. So I've been cleaning too much. I can't find stuff. So here's the desoldered components from that board. Well, not this one, but this is from there. So yeah, so what do you think? Should I clean this a bit more? So I did actually sand this a tiny bit. Oh, I don't think I have anything right here. And I could remove it, it was just dirty. And it's mostly this bit. So this one didn't break on us, so we can reuse this. I don't know. So what I have also actually like arriving today or tomorrow from AliExpress is cleaning stuff, right? So if we dip this tip that's oxidized in this cleaning thingy, it might work again. Hi! Hi, Antitax, welcome back. You always have a special place in my heart, I know. So we might get this tip working, so I'm not throwing it out or anything yet. But this is a new one that arrived. So it's going great, but I'll have to take a break, so I'm going to stop streaming for, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours, something, and go shopping with my family. And then I'll continue with Advent of Cyber. I thought, well, we don't have time for anything big. We can do the switch. So that kind of...
Oh, how dare you. I just got here.
Sorry, I have another 10 minutes. But I've set a time with my autistic kid to go at 17, so it's kind of like set. You don't change those times. Decided 3 hours ago. So there.
Whoa,
this.
I get it.
So this is. Yeah, we have to try this, right? So.
Evan Stevens.
What should we solder?
From you.
Well, I don't know if you see the rest of my desk, if you would like that still. So here's just the bags.
Soldering iron looks fine. Old tip can just be filed down and will continue to be okay.
Yeah, probably. So, this has just been, it was actually new, just been in the drawer for 15-20 years. So it shouldn't be, I would like not to file on it if I can avoid it. I'll try this thing that's arriving and see if I can just dip it and get it back. So this is my mom's old phone that she dropped in the toilet, and then the board is like, let's see. Let's show you in the microscope. So do you see how black it is? Let's go closer here. So I'll see if I can fix this, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I bought her a new phone. Or she bought a new phone. So it doesn't look very good. Some stuff is just like black. Look at this. I mean, this is not good. Have you seen anything like this?
Evan Stevenson.
Yeah, it's very
burned out.
It's very dead, burned out.
Oof.
Yeah, so I don't have much hope that I will ever do anything again. So I just got her a new one, and most of the stuff was backed up on Google, so I don't think we really need to. But just for fun, we can always try cleaning it off and seeing if it starts. If we get take care of it a bit. So here's the other tips that were like the same age as the new, you know? The new ones. So if I were to use this tiny tip, let's zoom it again. So this one looks pretty, but as soon as I started using the other one, it became this black, right? So I'm hoping that the cleaning thingy will make those usable. So I have to get rid of my hubby's soldering iron, because I was borrowing it. So here's his. And so we need some solder. This is my very pretty floss. Very, very pretty. Maybe I shouldn't have it on the table when I started. And let's get some moisture on this. Just pouring it over my trash bin. So sounds like everything will be all wet here. So maybe I can even get rid of the black fingers. So, how are you? I need to text on everybody. We have just a few chatting minutes here now. When I manage to break these, I'll have to put some more glue. These are like $2 glasses anyway, so it's just plastic. So yeah, we could do these. These are just so hard to grab, but I do have a hook here, so we can just hook it. It's too tiny to even get the hook in there. I need tinier hooks. Out there. So we can just desolder that. Let's see, where's my... I've been putting stuff where they're supposed to be, so I can't find them anymore. So here, these things.
You need a heat gun. Lol.
I can smell it. So let's see what it looks like. The solder on YouTube. It's not fully warm. It's 360, 370. It's a bit slow, this one, but I've been using this for a long time. I'm just trying to aim there. So this, look, all of the tip.
Evan Stevens says, "What are you doing?" TMKDK says, "I am not a fan of the conical solder tip."
So currently I'm just trying to see that it actually melts the solder all over the place. So it doesn't really, does it? It prefers some points. So I'm just scraping that off on. So it still looks new. So what kind of tip do you like? So this roll is almost out. So I was just gonna have something hold the board. There. And apparently I missed my
Good to clean the tip after use and add a new solder on before turning it off to prevent the tip to oxidize.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to put solder on for, but I don't think it
Flat
can
tips
do
are
it.
always better, Antitux says. I do mostly hot air nowadays.
Yeah, hot air. So, I think I've had this since I was a teenager. Let's see, this is kind of the place. Let's see if I can find it with the microscope there. So we can see. So, I'm just assuming that this will just melt, yeah. Kinda nice, right? It just melts. I'm happy. So, did I clean away the solder? No, it's where it's. Well, I have the tools on the desk, so let's just. So easy, but this board was like cheating. Do you see how easy I melt the solder? So this is the one we wanted. So I kind of think that's the one. Let's see here. Oh, it's over here. Okay.
Says, all soldering iron for hobby always come with a conical tip, so a bit more stuff from them. They do not give a lot of heat contact with a round tip.
I think it's the best because you can like move it depending on what you want, right? So let's just get some pliers and see if we can pull that component off. Apparently I managed to melt all the spots where it wasn't, so now I'm not even removing the solder first. So we have another resistor to the pile of stuff here from the board. So this is speakers, I think. Used to be speakers. So what temperature do you use when you use a soldering iron? Also, I should probably lower this because we have a nice new tip now. Let's go down to 340. See if we can do it then too. So it's slowly lowering, and I can't see the meter clearly with these. So. There. So let's first see what else we could like get rid of or like take steal from the board. Yeah, of course. But these tiny resistors are not that big, so. I was just thinking generally what you start at, you know. So. Yeah, so we have 1 here and 3 here. So 1 over here at the edge. Let's see if it melts nicely at this temperature too. I'd guess it does.
I often have it between 280 to 320.
Oh, that's lower. So I used to have it at then 385. But then I've been desoldering stuff. Like now, this is obviously melting lower. So I don't know why, but so I don't even have to use 10 to get stuff off here. Let's just see before, because I have this time limit. I should have stopped 2 minutes ago. So let's just see if we can put some tin on this tip.
But lead-free solder require higher temperature.
Ouch! I think it actually ended up some on me. Yeah, I don't know, this thing with tinning the tip, you know. The tip is not actually tinned, it's more further up on this one. But it's still melting. But you see, I got a ball on the tin there. And we also get a lot of smoke. Yeah, so I'm turning it off now. So this is a new thing for me. I've never done this. And actually, the whole tip is like black there now. I don't really like that. So I used the old one for 15 years. Yeah, I know. But it's like 15 years. It survived 15 years. So maybe the way I'm usually doing it is okay, you know? So also it feels very odd to place this back. It might get stuck if it's not already cooled. Is it cool now? Enough, I think. I don't think I'm a friend of that, because it's just got the black from the flux on there. Mostly, nothing else. So let's get rid of some of the there. Zoo. Yeah, so when I get back,
Made the tip die faster.
yeah. But my old one, I always like, maybe I should just wipe that off, because well, maybe I should try and wipe this off without heating it up. This is what it looks like now. Let's see, where are we? Here? With some tin on it. So the old one that I used for like 15 years, it kinda worked that long, right? So when I pulled it off the soldering iron, I got a powder. So that inside bit, that was inside this thing here. No, there. That bit was like just powder, black powder. I actually made clips of that on the channel. So when I pulled it out, I was like, what? What's this? And then it was like all loose. I was like, so maybe this made this heat worse? But the tip was actually still working. So it was much worse when I replaced it with one of these that's been like this for old rust. No, I don't think it's rust. I think it's just that it's heated for a long time. If you look at this one, you see that it's like affected from heat. It's not just like coppery shiny anymore. So if that goes on for 15 years, so it's not rust. It's just been very hot for a long time. So I guess it's just powder left of it. So let's I'll have to read someone. Let's see. Let's see. So no InfoSec streamers. Who else do we have? Not a lot of people online. Someone's got a Christmas hat on. Not a lot of people online. Oh, there! I even forgot to turn the audio up. Let's go to. Let's see here. I know that this dude, like, I think he's doing like at least like Linuxy things. Let's see. There. So At least we're raiding someone, right?
For hot air you also often need some Captain Tape and it is only works on surface component.
Yeah. So, if you have like surface ships, or just generally more stuff with lots of legs, it could be kinda nice to have that. So we'll see if I get that, or if I just try and do it with wires and stuff. So, yeah, I should do more SMD stuff. So this is the ship that was on this one, by the way, so we'll have to see what this is. And the new boxes, or rather the old boxes. So my kids had pearls and stuff in these. So these are my old electronics boxes, and they're very nice. You know, you can just pick stuff up, and maybe I'll put. I have bigger thingies for these too, so maybe I'll just do that. Put components. I have 5 of these that are now empty. Yesterday they had pearls in them. So, have a great day. I'll be back in like maybe 2 hours. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on the family. Thank you very much for being here, and bye.
Many today only use small plastic bags.
Yeah. Plastic bags.